Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. This is not just a regular matchup. A battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LSU. He will score.
I mean, that's exactly how you want to start a football game, right? We haven't even gotten settled in, and already they're in the end zone with the opening kickoff to this game. What blocking up front to free the return man for that touchdown. Outstanding across the board.
Going after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Wilson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. They'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's an out route, the catch made. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be.
He's got some room. Can he get there? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Here's the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU, and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And he boots it high into the air. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Moves left out of the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here and actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit just before the throw, and the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. When he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled.
A 41.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And first down for the offense.
First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Irvin. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball, and it's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. They'll test the right side here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Tailback takes the handoff again. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, LSU 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point makes it 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
LSU 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. It's an important first down on that running play.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw. And
here comes a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Fires it on the move. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Running with purpose. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there. So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With the offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in the calls. But right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Returner choosing to field this one. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And
he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3.
Here we go.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the freshman making an impact play there. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Bringing pressure. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
You'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Touchdown, LSU. And they go in front here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Wilson. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Dump ball's caught by the running back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down quick. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field.
They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A quick throw out left, complete. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
First down and 10.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that could match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the option play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
28.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. You misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 45, Georgia 28.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a big gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. North's out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
2nd and goal for the offense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They feed the fullback this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And the extra point was up and good.
Georgia, 42.
I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
42 Spider.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for